And that is a 90th minute winner from Dahl there. A huge...
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Tromso, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up, one at home in the league against Valerenga, and then after that we've got our cup semi-final away to Lillestrom. So it's a pretty straightforward episode for us. If we go straight over to the schedule, it's been a pretty, I don't even know how to describe it really, pretty rough time for us. Obviously these two wins in the last episode, a 6-3 win at home against Rosenborg, good result for us there, and then after that we have not won. Where's it gone now? Hang on, let's go and flip that back around. Oh, hang on, what's gone on here then? I cannot see the. Have we gone? Oh, we've gone the wrong season. There we go. We've not managed to get a win in our last 5 games in the league, which has been very, very disappointing, to be honest. But if we can bounce back today at home, we should be on track to go on and qualify for Europe still. Even off the back of that, we are still top 5. We've lost our grasp that we had. We were within 3 points of Molde and tied on points with Bodo Glimt, and you can see the gap that's formed now. It's a bit of a shame, but at least we're still in the top 5 spot, and we can really start to improve on that if we beat Valerenga today and go 4 points clear of them in this top 5 spot. So we're in a good position still off the back of that. That disappointing spell for us. The bad spell of form was going to come eventually, but it looks like it could be over today if we get this win at home, and then it's more important that we get the win in the semi-final against Lillestrom to see us through to the final of the Norwegian Cup. So a pretty big episode for us. Let's go and play the first game of the day against Valerenga. So the team for this game against Valerenga are at a bit of an injury crisis at the moment, so the team has changed a little bit and we're a little bit thin on the bench, but it's nothing that I cannot manage. The team starts with Nilsson in goal. We got a backline of Kornienko, Lasanta, Myra and Bejun. Pereira, Dahl and Fernandez make up the midfield. We've got Motta on the left, Enerson on the right and Flores up top. Kick off here in this game against Valerenga, as you just saw there, a bit of an injury crisis for us, but hopefully we can get the result nonetheless. As Flores got a slip ball through. I think he's offside anyway, but he has put that ball just wide off the post. An early opening chance for us here at the Tromso arena. Obviously had a few losses in there, been disappointing in those last 5 games, but if we bounce back now, we will definitely get into European football. We've been very, very convincing for the most part of the season. I don't think it's the start of a collapse for us, but we just have to go and see what happens in the rest of this season, and hopefully we come away with at least a top 5 spot that we require from this season. That's what I was trying to get out there. But yeah, we know what we have to do. We need to go on and do it, and hopefully we can help our efforts in this episode today as Motta finds himself on the ball. Been linked with a move away from the club, and he's showing why. Recently he's been very, very good for us. He's stepped up really, really well off the back of the loss of Towel there in that position. So he's been good. I've been impressed by him. He's going to leave for about 2 million, but in the middle of the season I wasn't really willing to sell him. The players are Flores is still on goal here for his 3rd chance of the game, and he finally gets the goal to make it 1-0. And are we going to qualify for Europe once again, the 3rd time around now? If we go on and do it, it looks like we will if we can come away with the result in this game, and that goal certainly does help us. It moves us a few points clear of Valerenga, and we are definitely in that top 5 spot as it stands. Goal difference very, very good as well. It was a bit better when we were higher up the table, but at least it's still there and can be improved on in the rest of this season. Obviously we'll have some tough games coming up. It's the turn of the fixtures now, so we've played everyone who are the teams who are playing now. We've already played once. Kornienko with a bit of a loose header there, a bit of defending required from us. If Kornienko slips as well, the shot goes in, it's hit the post, then the rebound now. Luckily it is cleared in the end, but that was a bit scary from us, to be honest. The half-time whistle does go to save us in the end, luckily for us. But yeah, it was scary times for us. We've been very, very good in this game. At least we've been playing well, considering we changed the system to do with the injuries and stuff like that. Possibly one reason why we've been out of sorts. The form's not been good. Those injuries definitely not helped us. 4 starting players have dropped out of the side. Guess it gives more time to some of the other boys, but it's not ideal to have that, but I guess it has happened, and we have to manage that the best as we can. We're going to make a few changes here. Myra is injured, but I don't think, yeah, it isn't really anything bad. It's just he's returned from injury a little bit early, but if we need him, we need him. Valerenga coming on the attack here. It's a ball in back post. Headers need to be won, and they're not won. And Valerenga do get an equaliser in this game. It's very, very disappointing. We've not. This has been the story of recent kind of recent stuff for us. We've not been impressive at all, and we've conceded goals when we really don't need to, and that's just been the case really. But what can you do? We just have to see if we can go and find a late goal in this game. That if we'd have held on there, we would have moved up to 4th place. We dropped back down to 5th place, and it's not the result that we want really. But if we come away with this, I guess it's not the worst result. We could go positive for the rest of this game. How we should be playing anyway, to be honest. I don't know why it's a mentality, because you should just be playing positive anyway. When you're on the ball, you want to go forward, but apparently not. Bajun finds himself on the ball here. Down the line, he goes to Svensson, the substitute, who's been really impressive this season for us. He's returned and he's been playing very, very well. Mendonca now down that right side. Can he look to deliver a ball? And that's what he does. It's a very high ball into Motta at the back post. It's a lovely touch to bring it down. Motta returns the ball back in. Dahl is there, and that is surely a 90th minute winner from Dahl there. I don't know why it would be disallowed here. If he's gone offside, I don't know why he's offside. Maybe there's an interference or something like that. But if this goal does stand, absolutely massive for us. Are the arms going to go in the air? Dahl has got his arm in the air. Mott has got his arm in the air. And that is a 90th minute winner from Dahl there. A huge header to see us it helps our efforts of going into Europe, as the full-time whistle is going to go in this game. Apparently not. Are we going to be able to play without him? Right, let's have a look here. Are we going to have to bring on the goalkeeper? You know what? We're going to bring on the goalkeeper, aren't we? I told you it's something. This is something that I can deal with, and you know why? Because it has gone. Luckily, it has gone, but the backup goalkeeper there has come on for us and secured us the 3 points. Pretty good result, pretty good game for us. We managed it well, and we got the points in the end to finally restore some order. Speaking of goalkeepers, they did want us to bring in another goalkeeper. I didn't do that. Hopefully that doesn't annoy them too much. Something that will probably be looked at though in the summer. It's tough to sign players with all the money you've got really. How much money can you have really? But let's go into this cup semi-final against Lillestrom. So the team for this game against Lillestrom, let's just not question the tactic, right? It's worked before when I've had an injury crisis. The team starts with Nilsson in goal. We got backline of Kornienko, Lasanta, Myra and Svensson. Pereira, Dahl, Fernandez in the midfield. We've got Motta on the left, Enerson on the right, and Flores up top. They'll all be back by next game, don't worry. Kick off here in this game against Lillestrom. It's a bit of bad management by me. The fact we have come out with a team that consists of it's Svensson at right back. That's it's one of my interesting choices, to be honest, but it's worked for people before. I'm sure it'll work for me, but it doesn't look like it is early on in this game, as we go 1-0 down here inside 2 minutes, 1 minute nearly. So we need to improve in the rest of this game. I mean, we can go on the cautious mentality. It is going to be a tough game for us, obviously. This Lillestrom team will want to make the final as well, but we want to, and we're going to come and give them the best game that we can here. But early on, it's been all them. They've made all the chances, and I'm going to hazard a guess that the fair share of possession is coming from the side where Svensson is playing. I mean, I looked in the youth ranks, and we literally have no players. I don't know what it is. I think I don't know. Something is going to have to be sorted out. I need to improve a bit in my man management, clearly. As Flores is through on goal, he's forced a mistake, and that is 1-1, and that is Alex Flores' 19th goal of the season. He has been absolutely killer for us at striker. So impressive how he's been playing. He's such a good finisher of the ball, really good in that, and his runs in behind, he can really get on the end of a ball and slot it away. Very impressed by him. 1-1 the scoreline now. This ball into the middle, bit of defending required. Nilsson climbing up and reaching to get that now. We're going to go play out the back, see what we can do? Play it out, Svensson, on the wide side here. Where is he? He's not here, so I've told, who is it here? It's Myra to play out wide, see what he can do. Nilsson does go long and probably goes a bit more, with a bit more reason to the left side. He goes to Kornienko now, and Kornienko can play Motta off down this left side. He plays a ball over the top, trying to find Flores. He doesn't get on the end of it. It's a bit of a loose ball, and Darwin's his header. Flores doesn't win the second one, and now Lillestrom have the ball, but we've turned it straight over, and Motta plays in Dahl, back to Motta. He loses out on the ball. Another long ball over the top, bit of defending required from us, and now all of a sudden Lillestrom have turned it right around, but luckily that shot does go wide. Svensson nowhere to be seen. If we get a result from this game, then I mean, it's been a very, very bad first half for us. I don't know what we can do, if we can go to some sort of three at the back. I don't know. We'll have to see really, but it's not been the best start for us. I think we probably could go to the three at the back, see if we'll try that in the second half. But yeah, I mean, I might even go and take a look at it now after this highlight, because I literally have played games with like 2 or 3 subs on the bench. It's something I'm not used to. Well, this is quite extreme. Forrest is through again, but he's just put his shot wide of the post. Yeah, I've played Champions League games and won them with ease with one substitute, and I know it's not sustainable, and it shows here why it's not sustainable. But if it works by the end, and hopefully we come away with the result that we want. All the players will be back by next episode, by the way. It's just they've all managed to get injured at the same time for the same duration for the same amount of games, which is frustrating. Dahl has a shot there, and that is 2-1 against all the odds in the cup semi-final here. What a finish that is from Dahl. He's come up with 2 big goals in these games, and that is 2-1 after 35 minutes here. In this game, we've completed the turnaround in this first half, and now we need to go and continue to build on this throughout the rest of the game, going into the second half especially. We've been on the cautious mentality, we've been reasonable in how we've been playing, and ultimately it's paid off for us, and that's why we lead 2-1 in this game now, and we might even have another chance here as the ball was in our possession. We do lose out on it though, and that long ball now from the goalkeeper goes straight into the path of Ederson, who's all the way at centre back apparently. I don't know what he's doing there, but if he's doing a job, he'll do a job. Maybe he can go and try play there in the second half. We're a bit short on defenders, as you've seen, so that's what we have to do, as Dahl finds himself on the ball into Kornienko now. We've had a few issues actually with registration, and if I had another centre back, I've signed a new centre back, but I've had to loan him out because of registration. Maybe he'll come back by the end of the season, but it's an issue, the registration. You can only have a maximum of 9 homegrown players or something like that. So we had to leave, or 9 non-homegrown players. So we did have to leave him out, unfortunately, and that is why he doesn't find himself in the team. But I think he will have a role by next season. He does look like a decent player, who we have, and yeah, hopefully can break back into his team. Can we sort something out here, right? If I oh, what's going on here? Let's have a look. We can slot them in there. I mean, it might have to go, wide centre. No, we can't play centre back. Oh no. Oh dear. What do we do here? So I think we leave Myra on as a what? No, we can't even. Right, okay then. So we'll have to just leave them as they were playing before. The inverted fullback or wing back actually. So he comes into defence for Kornienko there. We have 1 substitute plus a goalkeeper on the bench. If we come away with the result, that would be absolutely crazy. And to be fair, the goals have come from all down the left side. So if we had one of our right backs with us, we literally have no Ramage, we have no Conceição and no Bajun. If we had one of those 3 players, we probably could be 2-0 up by now, because they've all come from the left side and they're probably going to try go there again. They've gone there. Svensson nowhere to be seen, and can you blame him really? It's a square ball. Lovely bit of goal line clearance there from Lasanta, I believe it was, or it might have been, yeah, it was Lasanta, I'm fairly certain. What a clearance that is by him though. And that does keep us alive in this game as it stands. A huge clearance there off the line. I mean, I don't know why I've praised the boys, but Dahl is there as ever with his big headers. 40 minutes gone, 2-2 the score. Is there going to be time for one more goal before the half-time whistle? It does not look like so. Is there? Maybe there is actually. Nelson finds himself on the ball from the goal kick. He goes across to Lasanta, and Lasanta plays the ball into Fernandez. It's a stray ball. It's not going anywhere, and now they're going to come and attack down this right side. I mean, Svensson is playing as a defensive winger, something like that. So if he could, it's probably worth just playing him as a right back, to be honest. That that is 3-2 now here in this game for Lillestrom. I think we might just have to drop him back to it. I literally have no idea what we're supposed to do here, to be honest. I think he might have to. I think we put him as a wing back attack, maybe, is probably the best thing to play him on. But he's going to have to do a makeshift role there. I don't know what's going on in the youth rank, to be honest, why we don't have a right back. But what can you do, really? As Kornienko finds himself on the ball into Pereira. There's not going to be a half-time whistle by the looks of it, or maybe there is. It does go in the end there, and we're going to stick with those changes. We've got a bit of a mountain to climb in this game. If we don't come away with the result, then it's fair enough. I said we needed to do well in the cup this year. It's something else to focus on whilst we're not in Europe, and we've made it far. We can obviously still go to the final and go one step further, but it's looking like a tough ask with the resources that we have. It's not been my best managerial performance, let's just put it that way. We still have hope of a result here in this game if we can find a goal, though, after 70 minutes. The score still at 3-2 here. Is there going to be time for one final goal, or is it going to be a pretty disappointing day out against Lillestrom? I mean, they look like deserving winners of this game, and fair enough. It's not been the most credible performance from us. Maybe there's still hope. At least we got the win in the league. That's the most important thing. A semi-final of the Norwegian Cup. We can be happy with that. Literally nothing in this second half. The full-time whistle is going to go. Semi-finals as far as we can get this year, unfortunately. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.